You ready?
Yeah.
You put your shoes on. Are you going to take shoes or no?
The beach is so rough, so I couldn't walk on.
Good afternoon, world. We are, Story, this way. We are just heading to the beach. Look who's sleeping over there, Story. Oh, and look, there's a Dobo. Hi. There's Blackie having a nice rest. What?
He's scared of my wall shot.
Is he? Yeah, he might be. Look at that lovely lighting up there. Come on, Story, let's go for our walk. Come on. Who are you bringing with you today, Story? Who's that?
It's the wall shot.
Yeah.
She just kissed me on the tummy because I hurt my foot. I stepped on a sharpie rock.
Oh. You okay?
Oh, look.
Oh, she's making you feel better?
Yeah, she was just cuddling my cheek.
We did have some plans to head out this morning, but the shop that we wanted to go to in GL is actually closed today unexpectedly, so we decided not to go. We then thought we would go to the rock pools because it's actually a really lovely day today. It was supposed to be raining according to the forecast. It did rain this morning, but the tide is in. It's been really high tide all day, so we can't actually get around there. And after a morning inside the house, me and Story just really wanted to get out, stretch our legs, get some of this fresh ocean air and soak up the last of the sun. Look at the size of these waves coming in. Wow, we sit and watch these from the living room window and we are amazed at the size of some of them. So let's give you a little pan around of what it's like out here on this December afternoon on Siargao Island here in the Philippines. There's a Story down there. Looking at the puddles, that's right. It is about 3 o'clock in the afternoon now. The beach is really shaded. It's actually only this little patch here with some sunlight left on it. What have you found? That's just part of the rock.
Like a slide.
I guess it does look a bit like a slide, doesn't it?
Yeah.
A slide for the crabs. Look at us, Story, walking on the rocks with no shoes on.
Fun, isn't it?
Huh?
Fun.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It does get a bit sharp though, especially the further down here you go to the water. The rocks get quite pokey. I can see a little creature down there, Story. Look, can you see it? Just on top of the rock there. What do you think that is?
That's a fish.
Let's see what else we can find.
Look, there's 2 crabs there. Look, the same colour, look.
Ah, you found a little crab on the rock. Look at that. Can you see that? I'm not sure if it's coming out on the camera, but you can actually see the sea air, all the salty sea spray going across the trees there in the sunlight.
I can see it too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Having fun?
Yeah.
What have you found?
I found a big hole that looks like a museum.
A museum?
Yeah, but full of animal bones.
Full of animal bones?
Yeah, Mummy found
Oh wow. What?
I thought it was a lobster.
What is it?
I thought it was a scorpion, a dead scorpion.
Oh no.
It's not really.
Oh, it's just a bit of seaweed.
Yeah, I thought it was a dead scorpion.
Phew. Here, give me a hand. I'll help you across this big hole. Oh, you went in it. There you go. Back on the soft sand. Let's go for a little walk along. Story's gone off to look for some treasures. Let's see what she brings back. What have you found?
It's a sea snail, look.
A sea snail?
Yeah,
What, is it alive?
yeah,
Is there something in there?
yeah.
Ah. Oh yeah, I can see it inside. Okay, do you want to go and pop it back? Or put it in the water? shell.
I think he just washed up to safety.
Yeah, you saved it.
Yeah.
Well done. There's a guy out there and he's getting hit by some really big waves. But you can see when there's not a wave there, the water's about thigh level, even that high, even that far out.
It's a little shell.
We've found some nice treasures.
Yeah. It's a little shell. Now I need to wipe it in my dress.
Can you tell me about what you found?
I found a little shell. See?
Yeah, it's pretty, isn't it? It's like a scallop shell. Hey Story, what is your wish today?
My wish is finding lots of treasures that look like this.
Oh, okay. Story requested to come over to the logs. I think she wants to do some jumping with her whale shark. Good jump. Was that scary?
I just nearly broke my leg.
You nearly broke your leg? Oh, I hope that doesn't happen. Should we go see what Daddy's doing? Jay's been doing some bits around the house this morning, but I did actually see the drone whiz past me and Story since we've been out here, so I think Jay's been having some fun as well. Oh, hello.
Hi. Some diseased plants going on here. I just decided to bring these plants that have been inside our house, slowly dying, and put them outside, because the ones that sit along here seem to be thriving. So let's give them their natural environment, see if they can come back to life without my deadly hands touching them. Years and years have gone by and I'm still rubbish with plants. Perhaps it's something that's never ever going to take my fancy. I stayed up really late last night just getting work done. I was feeling really driven. I was getting loads and loads of tasks out of the way, and I knew when I woke up this morning I was going to work on the house. I was going to finish off the bathroom, get some shelves up, and I have been doing that. But as the day has been getting away from me, I've been slowly realising that I really am a guy that likes to be outdoors. Every time I walk past the window and I can see the light coming down over the trees, the massive waves crashing outside, there's this feeling inside me that just says, I know I should be out there, I know I should be enjoying these things, but right now I have something important to do, so I'm missing out on it. I feel like it's a constant battle between what you think needs to be done and what you should be doing. I think something else I've realised is that it doesn't matter where you live. Even if you live right next to the sea, on the beach, with all this beautiful scenery around you, if you don't make an effort to go out and see it, that's it. You could be sitting in your house, you could be in an office for all you know. It makes no difference because you're surrounded by four walls, you're not taking advantage of being outdoors. And there really is so much beauty just outside our house here. It's the reason why we chose to live on this coastline. And I think with travel starting to open up slowly, people are talking about going further and further and further afield, flying to other islands just to go and see another beach. And yeah, there'll be different rock formations and there'll be different sand. But where I am right now is a dream destination, and I feel sometimes when I'm stuck at home just working on normal stuff, I'm really missing out on that. And I know you have to do these things, it's part of our work. Every time I go out and film a video, we also have to edit that. So there will come a point where we will be inside, of course. That's why I think it's important for us, even us here on this coast, to actively make an effort to go outside at least once a day, even if it's for just 5 minutes. And that leads me to something that we haven't really been speaking about in the vlogs up until this point. If you have been following our journey since the beginning, you will know about Eden, our English Cocker Spaniel. She was our very first dog, our very first daughter, and when we left the UK to go and move to Thailand and start making YouTube videos, she was the focus of everything that we did. Since January this year, we have been separated from Eden because obviously when we were flying from country to country in Southeast Asia with my mum, we thought Eden could stay at home and we'd rejoin her in 10 weeks. Then we got stuck here and Eden got stuck there, and we haven't seen her for almost a year. During this time, my brother and his wife have been looking after Eden so well, taking care of her like their own child. Whoops. And And we over here have been trying our hardest to work out how we can reunite our family, how we can get the family back together as a full unit, and it has been hard. It is not something that is simple to do even when the world is working normally. Add to that the troubles of the pandemic, and getting Eden the dog to this beautiful island was almost impossible up until now. If nothing goes wrong, Eden should be flying to this country in a few days' time. We won't get to see her straight away because she has to go to Manila first and she has to get some paperwork sorted, and then she can fly to Butuan, and that is where we are going to go and intercept Eden and bring her back home. Some of you know Eden is 15 years old and her 16th birthday is going to be December 24th. So Eden is a very, very old dog, but she is very much part of our story and we miss her so much. So we've put all the pieces in place and things are coming together, and as far as we know, we should be able to collect Eden soon and bring her to the Philippines. Now, what has this got to do with what I was saying earlier? Well, when you have a dog, you have to walk that dog. And Eden likes to be walked 2 to 3 times a day, which means that no matter what I'm thinking, when she needs to go to the toilet, I've got to go outside. I think that is going to help me feel more grounded, more in touch with nature, and more appreciative of where I am. Also, Eden is going to be sniffing and smelling a new country again. She's going to be a fresh set of eyes on this place, a new perspective, someone to film that hasn't been here before again, so more interest for me, more interest for you guys, because you'll get to see us together again as a full family, and then eventually we will travel together too. Honestly, I can't wait to get Eden here. She is so important to us and Story really misses her. This island is absolutely fantastic and I think Eden will enjoy it. We have so much to introduce her to. She has so many new smells to experience. But most importantly, we can't wait for that moment when we can just all be together again, having a hug and completing the unit. Before I go back into the house and resume my duties, I'm just taking a moment to absorb all of the sounds out here. There's so much to notice. I'm also thinking about what it's going to be like for Eden on this island, even though it's quite a small place. And there are doggies here. Hi Siargao. There aren't so many that we think it would cause Eden any problems. I think you two will get on eventually, won't you? Yeah? It is going to be very interesting to introduce her to all the dogs here and to see what travelling around Siargao Island is like with a dog. What's it going to be like when we go to cafes, restaurants, hotels, beaches? When she's in the car, does she still like going out in the car? I've had to talk to my brother about this and say, what's Eden like now? It's been a year since we've seen her. So fingers crossed everything works out and Eden arrives here in the Philippines safely. How do you feel about all this? You're going to be nice? What have you got in your hand?
It's a cookie.
Mummy cookie.
It tastes good.
Yeah? Do you think Eden would like one?
Yeah. Want to
Yeah?
try?
How do you think life is going to change when Eden gets here?
I don't think it will change much at all. She always fits in with us, doesn't she?
One thing I have noticed actually is the island seems quite dog friendly.
Yeah.
There's quite a few of the places we already go to that we know accept dogs, like Spotted Pig, Beach Baby, Wantao.
Yeah.
Where else have we been?
Yeah, we see dogs coming into shops and things like that and no one seems to mind. So yeah, I don't think things will change.
I've even seen dogs going into big shopping malls in Manila, which was a big no-no in Thailand. Yeah. You could not take your dog there, and Portugal too.
No.
No-no means no, you can't do it.
Definitely not.
Definitely not. No dogs in the mall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think Eden would like to sit down there?
You can be sitting on my lap on the girl.
Yeah.
Like this.
Yeah, that would be cute, wouldn't it?
Yeah. And I could feed her this cookie.
Okay. Where do you think her favourite corner is going to be? All of these thoughts are running through my head now because what was just a dream is possibly going to come true now. Yes. And Eden loves hanging out in corners. And I'm just looking around now thinking, can I imagine her in here?
Oh, well, we'll see.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed it all goes to plan.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good finger cross. Whoa. How about there? You think she'll like that?
So I'm going to be Eden. Yeah.
Okay.
And you have to be filming me and I'll wake up.
Okay, we'll do that right now then.
Yeah, and I'll walk out of her bed.
Now don't forget though, if you're Eden, you have to rest your chin on the side because that's what she likes to do, doesn't she?
Yeah.
And we had these custom made at Ate. Do you think she's going to like it, Story? Ta-da! I called you Story, but you're Eden, aren't you?
Yeah.
We had 2 covers made up as well, and the other one is like a kind of greeny leaf colour, which will go nicely in this room. I can just picture it now. Story, what are you going to do right now?
Licked me.
Did you just lick Mummy?
Eden doesn't lick.
No, Eden's not a licker. I've been busy in the bathroom building this. We had a shelf that was here that was broken. It was falling down. So what I did is I put it on top of this and we made it into a little shelving cabinet. I'm going to have to paint the wall a little bit. And I thought we could put one of our new wicker fishes on the wall here, make it look like it's swimming. Hopefully I'll manage to get that all sorted out before Story goes to bed so I can make some noise.
Sorry.
You've had a nap today though, haven't you, Eden? You're going to be up all night with us, aren't you? Alright, the dinner prep is beginning. Story's going to help out in the kitchen. She's going to need a chair to stand on. Here you go, Story Chef. You got some rice to wash. Look at that golden light coming in from the window. It's like somebody's put a torch on you, Story.
Yes, that's on the torch on me.
Yeah, should I put the curtain down? Do you want to look at the view?
Put the curtain down so they can't brighten me.
Rinse it all up for me.
Okay, that is it for today's update. We all have to get on with our individual tasks. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you tomorrow for another daily vlog. Bye!